Watch me celebrate, I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30. Yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
64, snap.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch the safety creep.
Second and 3. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
First down, Colts.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Check it backer, check it backer. Hey, switch gears. 80 weapon. Hey, exit. Check out.
Looking to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Blue draw, quarter. Check 4.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, watch this, watch this. Switch. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip. The great thing he's done. Come.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
There we go, Pac-Man. 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Sunday. Check 99. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Throwing now is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Check. Walk 54. Double dog. Ford, Tokyo. Bravo. Right there.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Zoo. Watch out.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
General West, hey, Alpha.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
70, Indy. Check. 61, match box.
On 1st down, Hines. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
As someone's been up to the task so far in this game, they are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Nice 50, nice 50.
Right here, right here.
Twist, twist.
X3. 218.
Now it's Hines. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Safe. Slam.
Man 5-7. We're done.
On first down, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
36.
Black. 6-6. Pull it high.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rabbit. You can
57. Smooth.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Joker.
25. Check.
Wentz now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
15 line. Pilot, 64, weak.
All day, just like that. Kill. Turn up.
Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
On the double. 50. So don't say nothing. Show it up. 80 weapons. They go.
They'll run it with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous.
Alert 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
50. You rush. Mike's 50.
Greystone, Travis.
They run with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's our field.
General West. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Hopkins' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Sweet! Mike. Trey 15.
Check. Fresno. Check 9.
No.
Check.
Check 13. Run.
Hey, check 24.
Two jet.
Watch the edge.
Under 10.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bandit. Slam.
Lefty.
Watch the mic. Come on.
Protein spill.
What you got? Hatchet. Hatchet.
List 5-2. List 5-2. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 82 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 6 down. Check.
Hey, other side, solid. Check.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
5-9.
Check 49. Check 49. Check 3.
Go.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Alert flare. Mike, 53.
Here,
I'm trying to collect.
sit.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Sit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wentz now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. That was going to let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Kill. Back.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go! X3. 218. Chop it. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Back to throw here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Check 50.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Give them 32 on the play.
It's going to be a long day. Tight dog. Hey, high 7.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Check it out, Reed. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Lou. What's that?
Wentz now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ben Banogu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get that ball right here.
Ford, Tokyo.
Check hot route.
Hey, exit.
Watch the safety creep.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, switch kick. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 4. Hey, watch it.
Switch.
Switch.
This by 7. Bravo.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Whip.
This is Hines.
Go. It's running.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
3 down, 3 down.
Ready.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Quick the edge. Go, go. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And take it right at the 35. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Hines. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro.
Fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, it's Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All day, dog. Check 99. Check 99.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Ricky.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taken right around the 44. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. 6 orange. Double time. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.
Feel great about themselves.